Hello, welcome back, guys. That was a really shit hello, but hi. We're back. We haven't gone anywhere. So it's just another episode. I don't know how else to introduce it. But yeah, welcome back to the 18 podcast. I'm here again with Kel and Harish, and I'm going to be talking about something in particular that's close to our hearts and actually how we all became friends, you know?
Oh,
So
yeah, friends, yeah.
we'll get on to that. But let's just pause that for a second. Should we talk about the football today?
Yeah, what about it, Agaash? What about it?
So we're recording on the Tuesday, so same day that the first sort of games of the Champions League happened. So it's Real Madrid, Liverpool, and then it was City versus Dortmund. City Dortmund game. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch the game?
Did you see the Bellingham thing? Did you see the Bellingham
Yeah,
thing?
so but the ref was a mess. Yeah, their ref was a
Yeah.
complete and utter disaster. So that game, 2-1. I still don't think that's actually I don't think that's a good result for City.
Scoreline. It's not a good scoreline for anyone, is it?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that game. I think it should have been 2-2. The Bellingham goal should have definitely counted. The ref was a bit weird. Like even there was a decision before with the whole penalty incident. I don't know how he took so long to sort of overturn it as well. I don't know. I've never seen a ref before as well, but hopefully improves. First game maybe in the Champions League. Let's move on to the Liverpool game, which I actually watched the second half of properly. The first half, I had it on my laptop, I was sort of looking here and there, but what happened?
What happened?
This is your little bit to run, innit? I'll let you say what you want because I don't actually know what happened first half. I watched second half, but first
half was just basically we gave them too much respect, innit? We were playing against Madrid, not the team, not the 11 now in front of us. Let me put it that way. We're playing against Madrid and Zidane's Madrid, which is historically all this big team, 3 Champions League. We were playing against that, and then we gave them that sort of respect and we let them play football, and we shouldn't have, innit? Realistically, no one was up for it. No one wanted to just press. No one wanted anything. They were just standing. So let's just pass the ball out the back and then just give it to Alisson. Alisson will just smack it up. We lose the ball, recycle, and that, innit? We let Vinicius Junior move like R9 today, and then yeah, first goal. People were saying the defense could have done more. I don't really think so. It's a good pass, good goal. What else can you can't really do much in it. So, second goal, my boy Trent in it. Yeah, my boy Trent. What can I say? He dropped an absolute stinker today. I'll be the first one to say that, innit? He was shocking today, innit? He was dreadful, absolutely terrible, innit? Along with him and Genie, 2 worst players by a mile, innit? But he slipped over. He basically played a Sensio free, taps it in. Yeah, as far as the goal, innit? First half was just a shambles, basically. Second half was better. I'll give you that. It was a lot better. I got a bit excited, I can't lie. When we scored the first goal, I screamed. I haven't screamed like that. I haven't screamed like that in a while. Screamed. But then obviously third goal, Alisson should be saving that, innit? And yeah, and then we didn't do anything the rest of the game, and then here we are.
Are you I know we were bantering each other before and we were saying Liverpool shouldn't be losing this and whatnot. But I was not expecting you lot to be playing like that, innit? I genuinely thought if you don't actually attack them, seriously,
different game, man.
Exactly. It was just a bit you lot were just off in it.
Because I obviously call my dad in at halftime because I'm at uni right now, and I was like, he's like, yeah, I don't know what you want me to say, as if it's not as if these man went out all for it, threw everything out and they got beat 2-0. All right, cool. Then it's calm. You man lose 3-1, but you play for the badge. You give everything. Okay, cool. I accept that. That's fine. But these men were just sitting there and just letting Madrid walk all over you. When it's you've got 35-year-old Modric running the show. It's come on, man. It's the basic things of tracking the run. Kaita, okay, as much as my boy, or whatever. Track the run, man. Giving Modric so much space. He has 10 yards on you every time, and it's just
you were missing a Henderson today. You were missing a Henderson.
Literally. When it comes down to this, if it's 2-0, you have Van Dijk, you have Henderson, a different game, innit? They're gonna calm everyone. After 2, these man were shook in it because these man didn't know what to do. They were just sitting there what do we do now? Klopp gave them a bit of words. Something went in the heads. They scored a goal and then they went back to. After this third goal, I was cool, say nothing, innit? And it's just I don't know. End of the day, obviously you can't expect much from rocking into a UCL quarterfinal with Kabak and Phillips, innit? But I would rather these man at least put something in and us not get it instead of just when it's a very winnable game. Because I thought Madrid were better than they were today. And that sounds really stupid saying that, but the Madrid that I thought we were facing is the Madrid that haven't lost. The Madrid that haven't lost in they've lost 3 games since November. I'm not sure exactly, but they've been all right in the Liga, innit?
They have, but they're
Yeah,
they're not as good as like what people think they
yeah.
are, innit?
They're really not that good, man. They're
And I
really not
told
that
you,
good.
fam, if you attack them, they're under
Listen,
serious sort of thing.
let me put it this way now. I'm glad we got the away goal, okay?
Yeah.
And the way that went in as well, like normally, if that's our sort of game, that's not going in it. Somehow it went in it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, we've lost it. We're out. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that there's gonna have to be a big change in the mentality of the team if these men are gonna go. Because Madrid, much you say whatever, these men will nick a goal and sit back and then they'll be calm with it in it. Like
Mm.
these men can do that in it. You know what I'm trying to say? They come to Anfield, score within 5 minutes, like a comeback mistake or whatever, and then that's it, game on in it. Doesn't mean to be on it for 90 minutes. If we play like we played against Arsenal, we'll win that game 2-0 easily. But if we turn up like we turn up today or anything less than that, then we're not going through. Basically,
You didn't even play that well against us though, because we were just really
the second
like-
half we were good though. The second half we were very good.
How anyone in particular? I mean, like I know we can call out Trent or whatever, but yesterday there was a whole Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher argument about this whole Trent thing not being in the English squad and whatnot. And one of the big points was against a top player like Mbappe or Ronaldo or Jota or anyone in the Euros.
That was a stupid argument though, because bro, this guy made his name. He pocketed Sane, bro, like in 2017, 18.
He did, yeah. But today was another example of it because Vinicius was on his side, right? He played well, Vinicius, right?
Yeah. No, but okay, let me put it this way. For every example there is of a player doing well, there's an example of a player even not doing well. And I just think that's a bit like obviously end of the day, yeah. Like, and I don't know who said, I think it was Rio Ferdinand said it, yeah. Put it this way: for the amount that Trent is better than the rest of them attacking, are they really that much better defensively? Is my question,
exactly,
isn't it? Like he's a special talent in it, and like his inconsistency is his issue in it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a bit like I don't know, maybe a bit like I don't know. Obviously a more established, but Joe, like I'm getting Joe Cole vibes in it. Like he's like initial Joe Cole, in the sense of like we know he's a sick player, and on his day no one's touching him. But there's too many examples, or more like a rhyme. Like there's too many examples of him just not doing it. And then you're giving people space. Like the last 2 years, he's been the best right back in the world. No one's questioned that. But this season, because he's lost that solidity of a genuinely good centre back in it, I'll give him that. But then for you to be considered as where he's meant to be, where his talent is like one of the best right backs in the history of the Prem, you can't be dropping stinkers like that. Like 5-10 times a season when you're playing absolutely terrible, and then you can't expect everyone to back you. And like this is giving more room for an agenda in it. And end of the day, we all know what he's capable of, and we know he's a better player than Reece James. But if he's gonna do this continuously, then obviously he's not gonna get in it. Like he's not gonna start.
It's not gonna. This whole performance is not gonna help him get in. Like,
but I think it's a mentality thing in his head as well. Like obviously, getting dropped from England is obviously going to do him in it. Like it's obviously I don't know. And he was getting bare. Like even the game, he started beefing with this. And it's just like he does it all the time when we're losing.
Screamed it. Klopp was like, leave him alone and all that. Oh man.
And then Trent, he got booked for dissent as well. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like you're professional, innit? Like exactly, bro. You're better than all them man in that pitch. Like you just showed them they were good, fam. Like there was that one ball that Trent put to backstick to Jota, and I was like, I can't be
on the pitch. Outside the foot.
I was like, he's cold. Like that's what you see stuff like that. You're like, oh, he's sick, but then he just does like you see. It's just I don't know. It's just a weird one, man. End of the day, in it, like he's my right back in it, so I got to back him in it. But just after today, it's just like you don't know what to say in it.
How are you feeling, man? Next week.
I think it'll be a lot easier to watch, innit? I'll just be sat at home, just being.
But do you think you can go through? Because I'll be with you. I know I banter you in that. I actually do think you lot will still go through. I think that away goal is important, innit? It's about who turns up. If you lot turn up, like
lights out, we'll smack them 3-4-0 if you turn up. But
it's if you turn up, innit?
That's a very big if I watch the way we're playing moving this season. Because I can't lie, the Aston Villa game is going to be very important. If we turn up against these, man. Because we beat like at the start of the season we were smacking Wolves, Leicester, and those games really stick out to me. Then we go and then we lose to Burnley and like that whole run and stuff in it. So with us, it's very much like it's a bit like Arsenal this season, isn't it? Like you don't know what you're gonna get. You turn up on the day and you see in it. But yeah, I feel like this is quite an extensive run. Unnecessary to say, but yeah,
you should let it out. Predictions for tomorrow: we've got PSG Bayern. Or was it Bayern PSG? It's Bayern PSG.
PSG, yeah.
And then it's Porto Chelsea. This is happening in Sevilla now. Any predictions?
I'm getting like a 1-0 Chelsea and like a I actually don't know why.
Mine are missing Gnabry. Gnabry's got COVID, tested positive, so he's not playing.
You can't even play. Who's going to play up front then?
So
Who's
it'll
going to play up front?
Sane, Coman, and Chupa. Moting.
Chupa's going to stop her.
Yeah.
Maybe stick Coman up there. I don't know.
I
don't know.
We'll see. I think it'll be a draw in that game. I think Chelsea.
I think 2-2.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. There'll be goals in it. Yeah, there'll be goals in it. But I don't know.
And we got Arsenal Thursday against Slavia.
Against the racists.
Oh, why has he brought this up? Oh.
How you feeling about that?
Is it the first game away or at home? I don't even know.
I think you're away.
Orba should not start. That's all I'm going to say. Until he cuts his hair or does whatever he needs to do with that.
Got extensions, bro. I was like, you're unserious, man. This is unserious footballer. He's so unserious.
If he was doing well,
I would back in. He looks odd. He looks like an insect. Okay, it just doesn't look correct.
Yeah, he looks like Poet, man.
The Men in Black. You know the Men in Black ones.
Oh yeah,
the aliens running around.
Yeah. For God's sake.
Oh man, but you think you win?
They should do. If they don't, then
I think we'll win 2-1.
I hope you don't win like a 1-0 or something, and you have to go home.
It's 2-1. It is.
You know, Slavia Prague have got one fit centre back, yeah, and he's played like 35 games or something, senior appearances. But the same guy pocketed Vardy in it, but still they've got one fit centre back, yeah, so it's not even a full.
And they got racism. They have a lot of racism.
Yeah, so but I mean, against Orba, Laka, what are they gonna do, bro? If Saka's fit, we'll win. If he's not, it's peak.
They only got masterclass in it.
ESR's not fit either, innit?
Oh,
they know David Luiz.
We'll see.
Oh my God.
We'll see. Anyways, back to the main topic after a little rant from Harish. I hope you feel better now, Harish.
Of course.
We're going to be talking about gaming, and it's quite close to us. I said close to our hearts. We became friends from it earlier because I think without gaming, this wouldn't have started. This whole
of course not.
Trident sort of thing, right? How do we talk about it? Like, how do we start this off? Because there's a lot to go through in it. We can say how we all met through gaming and I don't say we're gamer friends and stuff. It doesn't work. It's not like that.
It's not like that.
But we all became a lot closer because of gaming. And I think there's a.
Should I start with a hot take, like just a real hot take, just to throw something in the mix? There's no good games out right now. Like no genuinely good games out right now. name one. God, name one. Name one that's genuinely.
Well, that's just been released.
No, that's out right now. That's been out. Like, let's say that's been released within the last year.
To be fair, he's got a point.
I think Warzone. I think you can actually. I know we don't like it, but I was gonna get onto this as well, right? You know the one game that I like Warzone, but you know the one game that we actually got to become friends, close together was Warzone. And because of the whole COVID thing and whatnot, and you know, at the start of COVID, we didn't know what's going to happen, right? We were all at home, no
2 weeks,
uni, nothing. We were literally just doing nothing, right? And we had Warzone. Warzone came out at the right time as well. And all of us, we were playing duos for a bit, me and Kel, and we were like, oh, we need to get someone else on. We need to play with someone else. And we're like, oh, cool. I was like, let me get Harish on and whatnot. We started playing, and we were literally playing every day. Every day
4 months straight.
We were playing Warzone, and obviously we played FIFA, pro clubs and whatnot after. But the initial game was Warzone, so I'm gonna say
That's
Warzone.
True. Just to respect Warzone.
And
but Warzone isn't it a game on its own, innit? It's Modern Warfare. So
yeah. But I didn't get Modern Warfare. I don't know if that's a good or bad decision. But with Warzone, I think
we can say Warzone. Yeah. But it's just, I think what it is as well is that in terms of gaming right now, anyway. It's fun because we've got nothing else to do. It's not fun because we've got nothing else, but it's kind of two reasons why I play Xbox now, mainly anyway. One is the social aspect, because obviously I'm not gonna link you, man, and I can't link you lot because I'm not allowed in it. And it's the only one I get to speak to you guys properly in it. Just kind of just gaming on the side in it. And two, the fact that we can't really, there's nothing else to do as well.
Yeah.
Realistically, I guess it comes back to that lockdown thing, but it's just the fact of we're kind of just making the best of what we got, not taking away from the games at all, because obviously end of the day, as much as we say whatever, we hate FIFA, we hate this, we do actually like it. Me and you, I guess you'll see me and Carl complain every weekend, but we'll still go back and play. Yeah, we'll go back every weekend and play foot champs in it without fail. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like every week we'll go back. So it's just the thing of like, oh, like who's me, like coming back at some next time and then playing FIFA, like on Sunday night, coming back when going out and coming back and playing FIFA. You're telling, I'm trying to tell you that I don't like the game, innit? Like, of course, but it's just that, you know, like I think it's more the social aspect was what's drawn me to Xbox over the last year than necessarily the game itself, is what I'd say. Just the more, yeah.
You two still play a lot of. I mean, like you said, like you were playing foot champs and whatnot continuously. And whatnot. With Kel, I feel like you had a little break, didn't you, where you didn't play it, and then you just went straight back into it. You went crazy, like not crazy, but like you're deep into it now. Right? You got your whole team. It's got rainbow-colored cards everywhere flying about. Like obviously, I don't know FIFA like that. Like I play it here and there, but like, I know in it because I remember. Right, the first week, and I told you, like, oh, I'm gonna take Ultimate Team seriously.
Yeah.
And the first week, bro, I was in my uni like seminar, yeah, and I'm on the Foot Companion app, bro, like doing on the app, innit? Like I know it's not good for my head, innit? I'm not even studying, I'm just on this app, so that's why I had to stop in it. But like with you two, I always listen every Friday, Saturday. I'm just sitting there. Sunday, we're playing Warzone or something, or some other Rocket League. We'll get into those games anyway. I'm playing that game. You lot are saying some rap thing, some yeah. I'm just like, oh, bro, I'm so glad I stepped away from that game. I'm so glad. But like, yeah, you lot are deep into FIFA, innit? Should we start with FIFA? We can go through every game, innit? We'll say because there are games that came out as well let's say from last year March. We'll start with FIFA, you two. How are you two with FIFA? Anything you want to say in particular about it? Because you lot are heavy into it.
First of all, one thing I'm gonna say is that people saying, "Oh, FIFA's the same thing every year." They don't change. That's complete cap. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there now. I don't know about yours. But yeah, exactly. Because everyone's like, "Oh my god, FIFA's just the same thing every year. Just play Ultimate Team." It's just not the same game each year, and it's one thing I'm gonna say. And the second thing is just the fact of like. Because I had a conversation with one of my friends the other day about PES and FIFA in it, like comparing the two, right? And I think what the conclusion that we kind of came to is that FIFA is the best thing that we have. Like it's not necessarily like a sick game, but it's just the fact that like, I want to play football, but on my Xbox, and that's what we all want to do, and that's all three of us want to do. We want to play with our favorite players. We want to play with Trent Alexander-Arnold. We want to play with Sadio Mane. We want to play with Mohamed Salah. We want to play with Messi, Ronaldo, whoever in it. But there's no other options, like viable options. So we're kind of just making the best of what we got in it. That's what FIFA is. And obviously, all three of us grew up playing FIFA in it since I can name you, don't have enough fingers to count the number of FIFA that I've been playing in it. But I think it's just the nostalgia factor as well kind of carries it a bit as well, because it's like, oh, we've been playing it for so long. So like, you can't really stop in it. I mean, like, I guess you've kind of come off it a bit more now. You're more like, you do other stuff in it, like in terms of things, but in terms of me from a personal perspective anyway, because I'm not really sure about Kel from anyway before this year, but I only properly started taking FIFA seriously, like I say seriously, but you know what I mean, like FIFA 17, FIFA 18, like after that's when I actually got into it, because you're a bit old and you understand like how the game works in it. But before it's just like, oh, let me just jump from my little boy career mode, I'm gonna sign every single best player in the world, and then you know what I'm trying to say. And I feel like FIFA is one of them games where you have to be of like a certain understanding and a certain age to like fully get into it. Like as much as we can say, oh, it's a kid's game or whatever, like it's something that you have to sort of understand, like how the market works. And that sounds really stupid trying to compare like stocks and FIFA, but there's a case to be made that there's very similar in it. Kel will back me off on this, but the amount of conversations we've had about like, oh, I'm gonna invest in this player, I'm gonna do that. Like it sounds silly talking about it, but then that's what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Kel will say more about it, but it's just that, yeah, I think it's just a game that the more you understand and the more you get into it, the funner it gets in it. It's not a game for the casuals. Let me put it that way. You can't casually play that game and have fun. You can't. That's what I would say.
What about you, Kel? What's your take on
it? This is the first year that I've actually played FIFA Ultimate Team seriously. I think in the past I hadn't played it since. Actually, genuinely, maybe like FIFA 18, I played it kind of, but this is the first year I actually played it properly. I used to just bang like career mode and stuff like casually, you know. And it's true what he says, you can't casually play this game. Like, if you want to be good at Ultimate Team, you have to like put time into it. That's the one thing I don't like about the game, is that like in a way it's a good thing, but then you have to literally like jump on every day for like an hour or two if you want to get stuff done on it, if that makes sense. But yeah, like it's a toxic relationship, because like you play it, yeah, like, and it's fun. It genuinely is fun, isn't it? But like it's hard to have fun if you're not winning. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's only if you're winning that you're having fun. As much as you want to be like I literally tried to convince myself, oh, I'm just gonna have fun. I literally told Harish, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna not use like meta players, and it just doesn't work, bro. Like you have to just do it in it. But yeah, like it's just like the gameplay stuff is frustrating, but to be honest, the promos and stuff are good for FIFA. That's the best bit about it, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
I think
Nah,
also
like, I don't know what it is. Good.
with what Kel was saying as well about the game, but I think I don't know about me. I know it sounds really weird. It's gonna sound really weird to people that don't play FIFA in it or don't play games in general. But I think you get more enjoyment out of having a good team than necessarily winning. Like, say you pack like, oh, I pack some like icon, which is worth like an icon is basically like a special type of card in on FIFA. And say you pack a player that's worth like more than 1.5 million, that's like in-game currency, whatever. You're like, oh yes, I'm so happy. But then if I like get like my if I do in foot champs, I get my like 20 wins out of my 30 games, like, oh, okay, cool. But like it's about, I think it's more what it's all driven behind is the fact of like I think that's what the issue with FIFA is, isn't it? It's before what used to be fun about FIFA is like, oh, okay, I'll run to Agaash's house on like a Saturday afternoon in it. When I was like, I don't know, back in primary school, like, oh, let's Agash play FIFA. Okay, cool, we'll play, and that's the fun part. But now it's like, okay, oh, Kel, what's your team saying? What's this thing? Instead of, oh, let me play you. Like I haven't played Kel once at FIFA this year. There's April on it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh,
I think that says enough.
Nah.
Not this
Wait,
year.
Not this year.
We played last year.
That was the last FIFA, yeah.
Because I remember I was in the toilet and I was on the call with you still, like at 3 a.m. You lot were playing a game. I remember that.
I think that says enough about the game in itself, where the focus is in it. Like, you know, all the YouTube content creators will talk about how gameplay doesn't get any views anymore, but you say you open like packs, that's how you get the views in it. And all the sort of focus is now, okay, who's got the best team? Doesn't matter how good you are. Who cares about how good you are? That doesn't matter. I don't care. Or who's got the best team? Who's got the most amount of icons? I think that's what the issue is, isn't it? And I guess that's where some of the enjoyment is taken out of, and it's kind of the focus is shifted towards the teams rather than the game playing it. And I think that's why it becomes frustrating at the same time. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that's if there's one critique I could have of FIFA, that's what they basically just need to make the game more fun and like more for the casuals, such as Agaash, because maybe Agaash should play a bit more than it. Because I feel like he doesn't play right now.
I mean, I told you now, I tried doing some Sunday in Karima. It's just like boring, isn't it? It's not for me. Like I don't have time like that. Like I'm not saying you lot have time like that. But you obviously have other stuff going on. But you know how you lot play at certain hours on certain days. Those days I'm just not free in it. I just can't. I can't do that. But you know, one day hopefully you're watching this, pan your game up in it. I'm actually gonna insert both your teams in. Send me a picture of both of them. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put them in right now because whenever I see them, it's very colorful, bro. It's lit. It looks nice. It's, like Harry says, it's aesthetically pleasing, isn't it? That's why you're playing the game, to make it look good. But yeah, I mean, FIFA, like in general, like I've always had a good memory of it. I think it's a good game. You lot seem to enjoy it, so I assume it's a good game. You seem to enjoy it sometimes, but you scream it on other days. You know, you have your ups and downs and whatnot. Like sometimes me and Harry should be playing Warzone and waiting for Kel to jump on, see if he can get the 21 wins or not for third chance. And if he comes on quiet, he hasn't made it. And he's not chatting to anyone for 2 hours. We're just sitting there, me and Harry are talking. He's muted, not saying anything. But like Kel said, love-hate relationship, toxic thing. It's a good game at the end of the day, innit? So that's one of the games. Oh, well, bigger than Ultimate Team for me, the pro clubs for us too. Like us we
haven't talked about that.
I think that helped us a lot as well, especially during Corona time. Fam, without pro clubs, at like 2 a.m, we're sitting back defending for our lives to get the title and whatnot. Those days, I can never relive that kind of stuff. And I'm disappointed in Microsoft not allowing us to record voice chat with that.
God, yeah.
My gosh, the content we would have, oh my days. It was incredible.
You know, it's like saying, it's like, oh, how much would you pay to like listen back to like the Xbox?
Oh man, I'm getting an Elgato, fam, for the summer, because I know I'm really free in the summer. We're going crazy, fam. I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna use it for receipts, though, man.
Yeah, just for receipts, man.
Yeah, imagine if someone gets a hold of what we were talking about in the chat.
Oh god, that's deep. Yeah, we recently won the Div 1 titles on Pro Clubs. Just respect us in it. Finally, man.
Now, but I feel like lots of people win it on a casual thing anyway. So yeah, we won it in like how many seasons? Like 15. Don't worry about it. Don't ask.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, FIFA. We'll give a rating out there. Out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What would you say? Out of 10,
Eight
or
and
should
a
we do
half?
an A star or what should
Eight
we
and a
do?
half. I do. Should we do A star because I feel like it's a bit easier. Because then A
Okay,
star,
I'll do
Okay,
that.
A.
yeah.
Well,
Would you give
I'll
it an
say
A star,
A.
Kel? I said A. I
Oh,
said
no,
A.
I'll leave it up to you.
Nah,
I'll leave it up to you two.
I'd give
You
it
gonna give it
a B plus.
A B plus. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. No, I'll give it an A. I'll give
Or
it an
A
A.
minus. Maybe.
We'll give it an A.
Okay.
A low
It's
A.
like bordering between an A. Yeah.
A minus, A minus, A minus.
Them ones when you like
Cool.
scrape the grade boundary, and you know, them just about
Yeah.
the.
We still
Yeah.
make it. Say 9. The next game, we touched it briefly earlier. Warzone. Warzone is part of Modern Warfare. Came out literally the exact time we went into our first lockdown when the whole corona outbreak happened. Obviously, they didn't plan on that happening, but it worked out for them. For whoever, is it Treyarch or Activision?
Probably,
Yeah, and both of them, yeah.
both of them,
So
because
They
it
both
worked
take
out for
turns,
them.
yeah.
It worked out for them. Thankfully, it was free. I didn't have to buy the game. But for me, that is been my favorite game in it. I know we're not like amazing at it. We're not like Nick Merckx and these man like Vic Star and all of these lot.
We used to be
Aiden or
good.
whatever. But
We used to
yeah.
be good.
And then
We used
now
to
the
be good,
lobbies are
yeah.
just crazy now. Like,
I think
everyone's-
this kind of comes back to that whole FIFA point. The whole like the fact of you can't once again play it casually. Like
You
you
can't.
can, but like
Nah.
I didn't mention it before, but like there's this whole concept of the power curve, right? In it, the power curve. I don't know in a way to explain it for you guys that don't really know what that is. A power curve is like there's basically where the like average player is in it, and you kind of have to be above that because if you're below that, then you'll just fall behind. And like the power, you have to stay ahead of the power curve in it to do well, right? And I think with Warzone, the thing is that they changed like how good the weapons are so often that you have to be on it because say 1 week I was like, oh bro, this gun's so sick, and then 2 weeks later, oh yeah, man, it's terrible now. It's like, okay, nice. Yeah, I worked so hard to level my god up, whatever, and then next week it's terrible in it. So that's one thing that is. I guess that's going to be a common theme among all these games, I'd say. But it's just another thing is that you can't like just jump on one day, be like, yeah, let me get a win. It's not how it works. We waited, I don't know how long in it to get a win, but
yeah, we had one in time, and then suddenly the other day we won. I mean, like it's that for me. Like I've enjoyed that more than FIFA because in a way you can't play it casually, but you can. If that makes sense. Like, I don't have to play it. Yeah, I don't have to play it every day, sort of thing. But yeah, Warzone for me, like there were days in lockdown. Yeah, like I could like how we had nothing to do in it, and we were just like, oh, let's jump on Warzone.
Yeah.
Craziest conversations would happen, and I'm grateful that people like YouTubers like Nick Merckx, Vic Star, and these lot actually
Vic Star lockdown.
Vic Star,
Warzone,
at the start of lockdown on Warzone was
You lot used to be chatting about all
this guy, was cold. This guy was insane. Yeah, obviously he stopped playing because of all the hackers and the cheaters and whatnot, and rightfully so. I think our lobbies are filled with that as well. I know we're not the best ranked anyway, but I still think there's some sort of cheating and hacking in our lobbies as well. But
of course,
Star was unbelievable, man. My gosh, that was incredible. He was incredible. But yeah, Nick Merckx, him, Aiden, Huskers, all of these lot, they just completely they're cold, fam. So
very good.
Warzone helped out a lot of people, and I enjoyed it by watching these lot because these lot are insane. Warzone now, there was meant to be a new map. A Cold War engine sort of thing. It's not happening. It's gonna be the old thing.
It may happen. I don't know if the leaks are real.
It's not.
Is it?
It's the same map with the 80s edition, but April 22nd apparently. That's when it's going to be. Which I'm not, but you know, it's a somewhat new map. I was thinking as well, if it was going to be on a Cold War engine, all that hard space we have in our that we've used up like 500 GB for the game, wouldn't that all have gone? And we would have had to re-download it.
Bro, this game, this lot, like they bring out like 60 gig updates to add like one little skin in the game. Piss me off because you know if you're a casual and you just want to play, like even today I jumped on to play FIFA for like an hour before the pod, and there was an update, and it's like if your Wi-Fi is not great, you gotta wait like 30 minutes for it to do the download. So I'm not gonna wait. I'm just not gonna play, am I?
For context, for anyone that doesn't really know, like the standard Xbox has 500 gigabyte storage in it, just for context. So you can imagine 60 gigabytes is quite a lot if you put that into content.
The whole of Warzone
just for one update,
is
it's
above
like 200.
500.
No,
it's above 500. Yeah, fam.
That's what I had to do is I had to delete part of the game to like actually run. I don't have multiplayer download. I'd have single player down. Just Warzone, isn't it? Because yeah, man, it's
new console soon come in it. We'll get onto that. Warzone, yeah. So what are we grading that? Like, there's not much else to say. Like, it's a good game.
What would you improve about it? What would you improve about it? Because I said with FIFA, we said what
get
we
rid
would
of the
improve in
cheese
it.
and hackers.
Yeah, just be a bit more on it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not on it. They're not on it as they should be in it. Like Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite like that, but like I know if you're hacking on Fortnite, you'll get done out.
Very quickly.
Like 2-3 hours or something. But on
Epic
COD,
games, isn't it?
Doesn't work. It doesn't work for COD. So I'd say do that, and I'd also say like make the lobbies a bit more like even in it, because I'm coming up against like level like 1,000. But you know, like our lobbies are crazy sometimes.
Yeah. The skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, I know, but like it's just like, come on, man, like it's a bit.
It should be random, I feel like, because the skill base, like if it's random, you're gonna have some people that are way better, and you're gonna have some people that are way worse. So it's like even in that way, if you know what I mean.
I guess you say that because we say that because we're like okay at the game, but the people that are like 0.1 KDs, what are they gonna do, bro? You stick them in front of a guy with like a 5 KD.
And then just don't play the game, man.
Exactly, because that's the same with FIFA, yeah. Ultimate Team, I can't jump on now. As much as I would like to, it's difficult for me to jump on now.
Because you little bang like bang out at the start, and then you get to Div 1, what you expect, and everyone's gonna run around with like.
Yeah, I don't wanna play Div.
Stay there.
Div 1 is no fun, man. It's just not fun. It's a sweat fest.
I don't know why I did that.
Literally,
but yeah, I'm not touching.
No, man, people are so toxic, man. Oh my days! Like, I mean, I don't know if Agaash could insert. I mean, I can send Agaash pictures of my messages in it, but I don't think it's I've been called everything in it. I can't. I've been called everything in it, and because my team name has my name in it as well. So you guys can tell I get everything in it under the sun in it. So it's not nice in it. Not nice. People take the game way too seriously in it, but I guess that's with everything in it. Competitiveness, fair enough. But yes, I think I can give it an A+. Yeah, I can give Warzone an A+, because I'd give it an A+, I'd say. I mean, I can't really think of anything else that really rivals it in terms of how good a game is.
I mean, Battlefield are going to release their own thing soon. So
you're going to play it, yeah? You're going to play it?
Yeah.
I
will play it.
I actually like that.
It's free, firstly. But
it's free? Oh, okay. Also, no, you go first. Sorry. Yeah.
Secondly, I know that COD, if that game does well, COD have to up their game in it, because they've had no competitors. They have, but like I think it fell off. There was one
PUBG
game
and that, innit? Yeah.
But PUBG is big in some places. Yeah, PUBG is actually quite big. I think on mobile, PUBG is massive. But I don't know.
Not trying to chat to me about mobile, bro. You know the owner of COD Mobile made like money, yeah. Like the owner of COD Mobile made like big money in it. So I don't want to tell you the wrong figure in it, but
I would give it an A.
It's free as well, yeah. You pay 50 quid for FIFA, but you pay this free, and then
but I would have to pay an amount of money for my guns and stuff to be good on Warzone.
You need the game to upgrade the guns more easily. I feel.
Because if not, we're running around plunder doing contracts and whatnot. Like, it's long, innit?
Yeah, you have to buy the
I'll say A. I'll say a straight A. Like a solid.
Like a solid A. It's obviously above FIFA in terms of our like listing, but yeah. Okay, cool. About that.
What were you gonna say? You wanna say something?
I actually forgot what I was gonna say. I think it's just about the whole. I actually forgot. Well, honestly, I forgot. It was similar to your point. I think you covered it. I think that's what I forgot about. But I think you covered it. But yeah, if it comes back, I will mention it. But yeah,
the next game that I don't think any of us played, but it was Fall Guys.
We couldn't play it. It was on PS4 and so we couldn't play it.
Yeah, so
it's coming out this summer. It's coming out this summer on Xbox though. So
I mean, we'll try it out. It's not like we're gonna play
it. Looked fun. Seriously. I wanted to play it.
It looked fun, but what people said was it was very repetitive, innit?
Yeah.
And it doesn't get fun after a while. Like, you're just doing the
same. They released some new modes though, innit? But yeah.
Okay. But from what I saw, it's all right if you play it once or twice. Like, I don't see myself sitting there like playing Warzone and FIFA for hours, innit? Like, I just don't see it happening. But the game did bang for a bit. Not as much as the next game I want to talk about. But it did bang. It did bang.
Cool.
Briefly. Fall Guys, I don't know, we can't say much about it, but like, because it banged for like a month, I'll give it like a C.
A C, yeah. That sounds fair.
There's no longevity in it whatsoever. Like Man City bought like a skin for like money.
Yeah, bare football play, yeah. Loads of football teams, yeah.
Yeah, they bought a skin for a bag, so they paid the ref today as well. But anyways, moving on to the next game. What's the next? Oh, Among Us. Now, I did
That
play
was
Among Us.
that was good. That was good.
Among Us is very good. Like we can play it still. It still bangs slightly, but like you need a certain amount of people playing. Like you're friends with to play in it. Like if it's us three, we can't just jump on. There'll be just a bunch of other guys playing.
Yeah,
it's not as fun. But when I did play, like the few times, I enjoyed it. Like I think it's a good game. It's a good concept.
The good thing about Among Us, you didn't need to like have an Xbox. Like anyone could play. So all your friends could play. You play with your mom, your dad. You know, everyone can play in it, sort of thing. That was the one good thing about it. But I guess that comes back to the Among Us like repetitiveness. It's quite repetitive, and that's the only thing. Yeah. But like you can make your own game modes within it, but that's not necessarily due to the game. It's kind of just because of the people.
But because of it lasted a lot long. Wait, Kel, did you play it?
No, I never played it.
Because of the longevity, like it lasted a lot longer. I would say it's a much better game in it. Like Okay, I would not say it's the same level as Fall Guys. Hell no, but I
guess you can gauge off the number of Sidemen videos of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like they made a lot of videos on it. They really
and even their recreation videos of it as well.
Yeah, it was about Among Us, in it exactly.
As well. So
I think that's quite good indicator. Yeah,
I'd give it a B. Yeah, a solid B.
Yeah.
Is there any other game I'm missing?
What, GTA?
I think we'll say GTA.
We can talk about GTA. We can talk about GTA because we played GTA together.
Fun fact. I don't know if you know this. GTA, during that Corona time last year, on one period, like 1 week, they sold the most copies that they've ever sold since they were since they released in 2012. 11?
2013, 2011,
something like that.
Around that time, yeah.
They sold the most amount of games in that week or day or whatever it was. I'll put the facts here. If I'm then I'm sorry in it, but I think I'm right here because I remember someone saying it. But GTA, we played it. We didn't play it enough. We haven't played enough of it.
I don't know why. Online because of storage. I will re-download it, of course. I think thing is that's one of them games where like that's something that longevity has to come into account because you can there's so much you can do on that game. Like there's just so many different things that you can do, which is something that a lot of games don't have in it. You know? And that life cycle, the idea of a life cycle is very much so. Like it lasted it's gonna last it's lasted 3 consoles, like Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then the Xbox Series X as well, which is something which is
my gosh,
mad in it.
Yeah, for me, old gen, it was like I used to play with my friends from school, from old school, on 360, and it was so jokes. Like there's a point in time that we used to play, and the parties were just like hilarious. And then after next gen, and I don't talk to those people anymore, and so I feel like it just next gen it wasn't the same. It's like the same game but better graphics, and you just kind of. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. But yeah, it was good in its prime, I guess.
We played it briefly. Oh my god, there's one more game I need to talk about. 2 more actually.
There's two. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. So my bad. With GTA, there was a period where we were playing it like quite a lot, like a month. Let's say for a month, right? We played this race for how many hours?
How many hours it's like 2 hours or something. Yeah.
Bro, we were doing the same race for 2 hours, fam. That was crazy. That was one of the craziest. And then the casino thing. Obviously, if you're underage, don't be betting and stuff. But we went the horse thing, yeah. The horse race.
Was that New Year's Eve?
Nah.
It was a day before something significant. I'm pretty sure it was a day before something significant. I remember it being something.
That was the craziest day, fam. I have snap videos. Obviously, I can't put that in because I'm losing my mind in it. But I bet I won 2 horse races. It was crazy.
It's actually an idea.
GTA, for that alone, and the longevity, man's doing like 7 Ronaldo, Messi numbers in it in terms of longevity. It's going on for ages. Messi, not Ronaldo. Anyways, I would give it an A. I have to. Like I'm not A star because I don't play it like that. I know the campaign or whatever the story mode is.
It's very good. I
haven't played it. I might actually redo it, but in the summer. But I know it's insane. I think for that, I'll give it an A. Should we say A star?
No, A, because like the thing about this, but they haven't released a new one. The GTA 6 has been coming out for the last 5 years, isn't it? So
like, the brothers split up. the people, the two that made it. So
like it's, you know what I'm trying to say, like it is outdated in a way, but yeah,
which is cool. And then the next one, we'll say Minecraft.
Two.
Is that what you know I'm thinking about?
Yeah, one. Yeah, that's one.
Minecraft for me,
that's something different.
That's my favorite game, innit? Like not favorite, but like that's my childhood, innit? And I knew.
Insert a pic of the house thing we made, the mansion.
I need to. Yeah. Oh no, I might have pictures. But yeah, there you go. But I remember, when I introduced you to Minecraft. Before that, I remember saying, I was like, oh yo, let's jump on Minecraft. Obviously, Harish knows it because he's played before, so he's calm with it. But Kel was like, nah, just a bunch of blocks, fam. It's a kid's game, this and that. And now listen, you jump on it, you understand it. Me and him, we were hooked, fam. There were days like you do your own.
I would go for my mates, I'll go for my mates, and then you lot would just sit there and play.
For hours, and we'd have the deepest, because there's no stress, bro. I could be sitting like there, and I could just be relaxing playing. Like there's no stressing out. There's nothing, like everything's relaxed. Obviously, the first few days we got diamonds and Kel got killed off, and I was vexed. There was a phase after that. Oh my days, I lost my shit, But that game for me, oh man, I love that game. I love Minecraft. Like you can do anything. You can build anything you want. You can go exploring. You can actually complete the game. Like you can build anything, fam. Like deep it. You can do anything you want. So for me, like fam, that game is.
You have to play it to know in it. It's like anime as well. It's the same thing. I used to take the piss and you watch it and it's sick. It's like, you just have to do it to know. Otherwise, you're gonna mock it basically.
If you don't haven't played that game, then I highly recommend it. Just give it a try. Literally, just go on, even if on creative mode, build something in it. You'll find it fun in it.
But it's a kids game, innit? It's a kids game.
I don't care.
What was the game you talked about? They didn't catch, they haven't. That's the last.
Nah. But Mojang, if you're listening, to it, give me a little.
I said, give me a little.
A plus.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I don't care. No debating that. That game is incredible. We can go back on that in the summer. Like we were talking about it. We need to play at a time where we're all relaxed and we're not having anything no exams and whatnot to be stressing on about. But that is a game we are definitely coming back to. So Minecraft for me, A+ for sure. What a game. No banner. I don't want to hear no banner from anyone for that game. Play it and then you will see in it. And finally, the game that you may banner us for is Rocket League. Great transition. Rocket League for me.
That game's cold. That game's cold.
That's good. It's a good game.
It's a good game.
I mocked that as well.
Like, it's cold. It's cold. As in, what if we say whatever? It's cold, isn't it? But
Tell them the story about uni, Harish. When you were at uni.
Oh no!
What happened? I don't know about this.
Basically, you know that I don't know if I can actually remember. You know the day that I didn't bring my headset to uni, and then you know the day I didn't bring my headset to uni, and then we were on WhatsApp call, innit? That day, two of my mates, one of my mates had come from she doesn't live here, innit? So she came here, and then two of my mates just basically just stormed into my room, innit? At this point, and basically they came into my room, and then they were just like, "Oh, you're playing Rocket League."
Oh,
kind of just melted on the spot, and I was like, yeah, I am. And they were just like, oh, is that what you're on now? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, okay. Started laughing, and I was just like, all right, cool, yeah, that's it, yeah, that's me over, innit? And I was like, I don't know what to say now, innit? And I kind of just melted into, kind of just dashed the Xbox where like, what? No. So it's one of the ones like it's one of the ones where you kind of just like, you're embarrassed to play. It's like a guilty pleasure, isn't it? It's a guilty pleasure. That's what it is. That's a good game, man. It's genuinely a good game. Like as much as it, like, bro, think about this way. The game came out however long ago, and the fact that we only jumped on it about a couple months back. I don't know. You two jumped on it a couple months back. I played it from back in day. Let's get that straight.
He's veteran.
He's elite level. Veteran.
No, that's elite.
You know what he can do? He can fly and score. We can't do that yet. Me and Kel are still practicing. We're trying to get to
respect me. All right, cool. I'm gonna
esports and that. Say that. No.
I said esports. I was like, okay, relax. And basically, obviously, the fact that we only jumped together as a collective, when we jumped on it like a couple months back, and we're still like, we are having fun in it. As much as you want to say we are having fun in it, as much as you want to say whatever. That says enough about the game, innit? Like tell me with a serious face that you can jump on FIFA now, like let's say this FIFA in April, and have fun the amount that we play like 3 hours a week, 3-4 hours a week, and still have fun. Like, nah, you're bantering me, innit? Like,
Yeah, simple,
and we play competitive as well, yeah, and that's fun. Like it's like
Yeah.
jumping into it's like jumping into foot champs for 4 hours a week with your little
Yeah.
bronze team and still having fun. Like, nah, man. innit? So,
I hear that.
so
It's a good game. As well, longevity in it. It's lasted a while.
obviously we can't give anything above like it has to be a B in it, but like it's a
A
good
high
game.
B.
Yeah, a high B.
I think it would be higher if we were good at the game.
Yeah.
B plus.
Yeah, something like that, like a B plus.
So, must have we put.
I think we're decent, you know. I feel we're right. But
Now we're like
Nah.
you know the average skill player base is platinum, yeah? That's the average player, innit?
You know, we're at
by
the
way.
bottom. We're at the bottom.
No, there's bronze and then there's silver and then there's
Oh.
gold and then there's platinum or
Are
something
you
like
sure?
that, yeah?
Wait, let's
Yeah,
find
yeah,
the
yeah.
ranking. Let me do the
Same,
rankings. Wait.
we're not even gold yet.
Yeah, I'm nearly gold. Respect me in it, please.
The Rocket
yeah.
Sorry.
Let me read them out. Yeah. Hold on. So it's bronze 1, bronze 2, bronze 3, silver. Where are we?
So I'm at silver.
Silver.
I'm silver 3. You lot silver 2, I think, or silver 1.
Yeah. So there's silver. Then it's bronze. So after bronze 3, silver 1, silver 2, silver 3. Then it's gold 1, 2, 3, platinum 1, 2, 3, diamond 1 through 1, 2, 3, champion 1, 2 3, and then grand champion.
Oh,
Yeah? We're at the
same.
we're I want to insert this image here. We're right up, but we're like just like off the bottom sort of thing.
Oh, we're
So,
bad.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
mid-table.
of course we're very bad, but like
But it's
that's
fun.
understandable.
It's fun because everyone
still
we're
fun,
facing-
I think.
Because everyone else is bad as well, and it's
Yeah.
Carver's jokes, yeah.
And
That's
they
the one
do
game where you can be
matchmaking
bad.
properly. They do matchmaking properly.
Yeah, properly, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, good game.
We didn't, yeah.
Go on.
But I mean, yeah.
I want
We
to add
didn't
something.
play the
quickly.
deal.
I want to add something quickly before I got Minecraft so close to my heart. I want to insert
Oh.
an image of me and my farm, yeah, on Minecraft, yeah. My
Oh,
farm,
no.
it nearly crashed my whole Xbox. My whole
You
game
slaughtered the whole.
it crashed. I bred like 100,000, like not 100,000, like 1,000 cows, 1,000 pigs, chickens. What was it?
What was the other thing?
Yeah, it's so
Cows?
close to your heart, isn't
Cows,
it? It's so
Well,
close to
no.
your
pigs, chickens, sheep.
Sheep, yeah.
Sheep was the main. No, sheep and pigs were the main ones in it. But fam, I'm gonna show you my farm. If I have an image, please. If not, I'll go on my Xbox and get it. Fam, I absolutely crashed my whole Xbox.
It was
when I
lagging
played that game.
so
It was
bad.
crazy. That game, and I was still playing it lagging. Like we were moving, like the whole world would not load up. Yeah, and we'd still be playing that game. That's how you know that game is up there, innit? Not having no banter off Minecraft, innit? Big up. Anything else to say from you lot about that game?
I mean, obviously, I
any
played
games?
Overwatch and 2 games I played quite a lot as well that we didn't really talk about. Actually, there's a couple games that I played in my school that I didn't really talk about. Overwatch was a good game. Rainbow Six was a good game. Obviously, Black Ops 3 as well. That was like probably. Anything else that we haven't talked about?
What night did you play?
Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite as well. We haven't talked about Fortnite. Have we talked about Fortnite? No, we
Nah,
haven't,
but
innit?
like the thing is, I didn't play Fortnite like that.
Yeah.
and
I-
Kel
I-
didn't either, so-
I play a bit. I just play creative now with my boys in it. If we jump on, they're just like, "Oh, we're gonna play." I'll come in it. It's fun. It was a fun. Like when that game first came out, slapped in it. So for that,
Yeah.
like, and it's still going in it. Like these man made money off it.
Yeah.
Considering it's a free game as well, these man like
Yeah.
the proper.
They had
did
Travis
that thing.
Scott in there. They had like all these
Everything,
Neymar
fam.
was
Like,
on
man
there,
had-
wasn't it?
Yeah, these man
Neymar
had
got
concerts
onto it
and
as well.
bruv. These man have got like
Yeah.
West Ham kits in the game and stuff like that. Like it's mad
Yeah.
in it. It's mad in it. So fair enough in
for
it.
them.
Like
Yeah. Damn. We didn't actually talk about like anything to do with esports and actually gaming, like that.
I was gonna ask you a
Yeah.
question. I was gonna ask you guys a question. Interesting.
Shit, wait,
Yeah.
before I let you answer that, I mean, ask you, sorry. Is that a question to do with what we've talked about now, or is it like to do with
Completely
esports
different.
and stuff like that? 'Cause
It's
it could
to
be a
do
different
with-
episode.
It's kind of it's to do with. It's in between. It's not esports, but it's not about the games we played. It's like
We'll
a
keep it for
different
another
question
episode.
for us.
Because we can keep this
Ooh.
for.
Are we gonna have another game chatting
Ooh.
about games? I mean, another episode chatting
I
about
I mean, we
games.
could. There's a lot. I mean, we could just make this an extra long episode. We could just carry on. All right, carry on. Go on. Ask it. Go on.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, I was
before
just gonna
Kel says
say
that, just gonna
Okay,
say that
you go.
I used to play COD for money or something. Say that. I used to play Black Ops 3
Oh,
for money. Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
thumbnail. You used to play COD for money? Question mark exclamation.
He used to do
Yeah.
esports COD. He used to play. We feel like former esports Black Ops 3 player talks about his experience.
Oh.
Nah, but yeah, we used to play game modes in
Oh.
it. But yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know innit, if anyone that's there's a celebrity in the fucking game going.
Shut the
We got a phase member here. All right, go on,
Yeah.
Cal. What were
Go on,
you
Kel,
gonna say?
sorry.
face,
yeah.
Harish. I was gonna say At what age? Like, it's a difficult thing for
Oh,
now because, like, in the previous generation, games weren't as big, and now it's like a thing where like you can be 40 years old and still have a Twitch stream sort of platform on YouTube and
shout out
be
to
You
famous.
lot,
Nepenthes, innit?
do you want to talk about
Nepenthes.
independent fair? Do you want to give anyone else
Nepenthes
a
and them,
shout out?
man, innit?
Who else do you want to
Nepenthes
give a
and them,
shout out?
man, there. Fuji's a real goat. Obviously,
What
Manny
about
as
you,
well.
Kel?
Yeah.
Man,
Oh,
Well,
man.
Inception, obviously, fraud, but that's my guy.
I can't, man. Nah, this guy, bro. And obviously run the foot market, my slime as well. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's
yeah.
sick,
You know,
he's
I
sick.
hear that. I hear that what Kel's saying though. Like, is the gaming world is revolutionizing where like it's normal for a 30-year-old man to still be playing FIFA, innit? I hear that.
Yeah, I didn't even ask the question. What age is it acceptable to continue playing for us? Like, is there an age where you're like, oh, now you have to stop now, or is there
There
just
is no limit to gaming. Gaming will
Nah.
conquer.
Yes.
Oh god.
I'm joking.
But
Like,
then what
obviously,
if
like
you're
if
like
I
60
have
and
like a I mean, like when I start if I get settled, like if I have like if I get married and whatnot, if I have kids and whatnot, there's not gonna be enough time for us to be playing the same way we're playing right now, innit? It's
Yeah.
impossible. So
Yeah.
I'd say like when that happens, that's when I have to sort of take a thing. But then once my kids all grow up and I have nothing to do, I'm retired. Mate, back on Minecraft. You think I'm not gonna be playing Minecraft at 67 years old? I'm back on that. So
It'll be a
for
real
me,
thing by then, bro. You'll literally be walking around
You'll
with
be
like
walking around
on
in
pressing
VR,
buttons.
Minecraft,
innit?
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would
Nah.
say like right now, it depends on when I get married and stuff. When I get like a
Oh,
settled
wow.
job and all of that kind of stuff.
That's a complete different person.
And
I'd
that
say
might be soon. That might be soon.
all right.
Everyone our age is getting married, so we're all getting.
All right,
You
all
know,
right, guys.
let's get into that thing. Go on, Harish.
No,
Before I get
what I was
emotional.
gonna say is that actually, what I was gonna say is that I think it's acceptable until gaming starts to prevent you from moving your life forward. Moving your life forward, like
Oh, that's
like
a good answer.
significantly, in the sense of like, you know, like if you're sitting at yard and playing bloody FIFA instead of going out and getting a job, then you know what I'm trying to say. But right now, like as long as I'm staying on top of my work and Kel's staying on top of yours, then it's fine. Like as long as it stays a side hustle, then forever it's acceptable, innit? Like as long as it doesn't take over your life and like in a sense of prevent you from doing what you need to do and you know what you ever like if like you know everyone deserves spare time in it. Like there's no human being this world that doesn't deserve spare time. So if that's how you enjoy spending your time, then of course go for it, innit? Like of course you can play Xbox, but as long as you don't like, you know, throw everything down the bin and like don't get a job, you know, don't graduate or whatever, don't do what you need to do in life, then it's an issue. That's what I'd say. Then it's unacceptable at that point. But yeah.
That was a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
that.
gonna put that. I made that little TikTok clip.
You know, because basically every time Amma's like, "Oh, when are you gonna stop playing?" Amma's always like, "No, you're not gonna stop playing Xbox. What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I will." And then she's like, "Oh, you're only getting older." And I'm like, "No, I'm not old. I'm doing everything I need to do. So why not?" In it. So it's one of them ones, isn't it?
Respect for that. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of meant the same thing for me, but like obviously he's explained it a lot better. But like, yeah, if I'm busy, you can't play it.
Yeah,
it's one of them ones, isn't it? And right now, because we're playing a lot more because we're not as busy as we once were.
Exactly. When lockdown's over, like it's gonna be peaking it. Like
we won't be playing. Maybe like on the weekends sometimes.
Weekends will be fine, innit? Yeah. Even then, it's Saturday nights. You've been going out doing this, like going to see people. So
it's impossible. So, what about you, Kel? Flip it back to you.
I would say it's a form of leisure, isn't it? So it's like when you're an adult, you're still gonna obviously when you can go out and stuff, it's gonna be less time that you spend playing the game. But I was gonna say, one thing that's annoying about games for me is that if you've got like, let's say, like for me, I don't work past 9 p.m. So I'm studying most throughout the whole day, and I have my breaks and then 9 p.m. to like 12, I go to bed at 12 now. 9 p.m. to 12, I have nothing to do. So, but if you play the game, you play it, but then it feels like you didn't actually have any free time because literally you're always concentrating like hard on something. Like either you're studying, doing whatever. It's like you don't actually get to wind down. So I feel like it's not the best thing. That's why it's good to do it maybe on like the weekend only or something.
Yeah, because if anything, you're like, I don't know, it's probably a pretty outrageous point, probably false, but I'll say it anyway. It feels like anyway, I concentrate more when I'm playing foot champs than when I'm actually doing my work. I know it sounds pretty stupid saying it now, but like the amount of like it's like effort you put into it, like working is different because it's like, okay, I know I need to finish like this assignment, watch this lecture and do this. And it's like, okay, cool, I can do this at steady pace. But FIFA is like, oh, you don't really dictate the pace. It kind of it's like it's dictated for you. At points you could be sitting there laughing, like, oh yeah, haha, like but then other points you're like sitting like, hey, like forehead down, like like just proper bang. So it's
sweat mode. Get the sweat.
Yeah, exactly in it. So I feel like if anything, I get more worked up playing FIFA than actually working in it. So I feel like it basically is just trying to reinforce Kel's point in the sense of like it's not actually resting, and I feel like you do need like time to actually rest, like read a book maybe, or like I don't know what else you do to rest your mind. Well, I actually go to sleep in it, but yeah, it's funny saying that in it, but it's actually reality. It's weird.
When do you think you'll stop then, Kel? Because you're going to be graduating first, right? And like I don't know how everything's going to work out with you. Hopefully you get a job as soon as possible, sort of thing. Touch wood. But like when stuff starts to get like hectic with you and stuff like that, like are you still going to be, you're obviously not going to be playing as much as you are now. Over time, you'll gradually stop playing, right? Do you think you'll get to that? Or will you do what Harish says and sort of, you'll find time for it sort of thing?
I feel like it might just be a weekend thing if I play. Like, I don't know, I doubt I'll bang for my team like I am now, innit? Because I don't know, I feel like I was thinking this was myself this earlier, like you do a 9 to 5, let's say, and you come home. Realistically, I'll have more time to chill doing a 9 to 5 than I would doing studying, because I study till 9 o'clock. So I'd have more free time. But at the same time, I'm gonna be shattered after work, innit?
So you're just like, like, okay, say you're like, let's say you're like 25, whatever. Hopefully by this point, say you're living by yourself as well. You gotta like clean the house, cook.
Yeah, by then that's different, innit? I'm talking about if I'm living at a yard still, innit?
Yeah, like realistically, right now, okay, obviously, it's pretty like, oh, I'm living at uni, but like, I have a few more responsibilities than around the house than you guys do, innit? Because I kind of have to fend for myself, and even that takes up time. So I can't imagine like actually having to be financially independent and stuff like that. And like I get it, like it's like, oh yeah, you will have more free time, but then you don't at the same time because there's so many more things you need to do. And like we're gonna have to have responsibilities for other people now as well. Like, your mom might ask you, oh, can you come down, Kel? Can you come down to the house because we need you to fix this? Can you need to do this? And then your sister or your brother, whoever, will be like, oh, can you do this? You know what I'm trying to say? So I just feel like you get more free time, but then that free time, there's a lot more to do in the free time, innit? That's what I think. So I just feel like you'll get like eventually, like what Agaash says, is just think of, you just have less time, and eventually you'll just be like, yeah, I can't play. I have to cut this out, sort of thing.
Wait. On a different note, in your guys' culture, is it the same as ours, where you basically stay in your family home until like you don't move out on your own ever? Like it's only once you get married that you get your own place. Is that the same culture for you guys?
That's kind of what we do, but we don't know how things are going to change.
It's not set in stone, basically.
I mean,
it depends on the family as well. Yeah, what they think and what they say. That's because the thing is, especially if you're like, if you get a job opportunity in like, I don't know, some next ends, and obviously you got to go in and you got to live by yourself. So I think it depends on the situation. But if you're working at like, I don't know, working down a, I mean, you probably plead that out, gosh, just for whatever reason. But like, if you're working like, if you're working 20 minutes down from your house, what's the point of moving 10 minutes down? Like, you're just wasting money. You want to save it up and put on a deposit on a house, innit? You'd rather do that. So yeah, but I mean, that's a bit of a sidetrack. But yeah, no, I agree. I don't know, and I think you'll lose interest as well. Like, I can't imagine myself as like I mean, I say that now, but I can't imagine myself as a 30-year-old man. Like, oh yes, I can't wait to get the weekend league rewards. Let's go.
And the Panthers, man.
But he does it because it's his job, innit? Like, that's his job. So he gets paid a bike from Facebook to stream on there and do FIFA. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? But like, there are obviously like, I'm not trying to say it's impossible and you can't do it, but I just feel like naturally, especially because the reason I got back into FIFA as well as much because of my friends as well, and they're all proper on it. But some of them have really started falling out of love with it. Realistically, but out of you, besides you two, only really like one or two of my friends are like properly invested in FIFA. The rest of them don't really care about it. Like they know what's going on. They'll be like, well, yeah, this card came out. Okay, cool. But they don't know like, oh, go on, and they don't know like properly what's going on in it. So I just feel like as time goes on, that number will decrease until eventually everyone will be like, cool, okay. Oh, you're in FIFA. You'll buy FIFA every year. It's like, oh, your mates are online trying to jump on FIFA. It'd be that sort of thing in it.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I don't know. But I just think that's what's gonna happen. That's what I think anyway. But I could be wrong. I could be a streamer in 5 years. Who knows, innit?
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you lot be streamers as a job? Like, if you got paid well.
100%.
If you got paid
100%.
well.
Fam, let's be real. I already say outrageous stuff, yeah. And imagine me on a live stream. I can't even believe that.
I would be like, I would run like a, you know, if I could be a streamer, I'd run like a FIFA like market analytics account, and I'd be like telling people, oh, these are the trends of the market.
Boss the foot market.
Yeah, boss the side like that, because you don't have to be good at FIFA to do that. You just have to have a bit of a brain in it, and so why not in it? But obviously that's not realistic. I'm gonna study and work hard, so go to uni, finish my degree, whatever in it. But
I'll probably do like horror games or something. Like I check out El Rifo, that's my boy. He does Twitch live streaming. But like I'll probably do something similar to what he does because he is bad at it. I'll just on live on a live stream. So I think if I get money from that, I don't mind. I'll every day. So yeah.
Whoa, that's pretty.
That's a bit.
No, obviously I'm not myself on. Nah, I'm not even
okay. So you'd wait till the camera's off and then do it. Oh, okay.
Right,
yeah. You know what's gonna happen? Agaash is gonna forget to turn his camera off one day, and he's just gonna be like swearing. Like,
he'll do like the maddest stretch and be like,
yeah. And Agaash's kids will walk in and be like, "What are you doing here?" Just slap them and walk down the walk outside like
that. No. Hell no. I do not.
No, Jacob, we
promote like violence.
Yeah,
go on, Kel, what about you? What are you doing on Twitch?
I don't think I could do that as a whole.
She's gonna be, the YouTubers that just sit there in silence. Just sit there in silence.
No. You'll literally see the rage. Like you'll get to see the rage in it. I think I'd have like a rage comp of foot champs. I'd be one of those YouTubers.
You know that guy's like, I'm gonna break my monitor. I swear. He's gonna be like, that guy's gonna have fun like that, and that's who's gonna blow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, man. That's also actually well, I guess we're obviously gonna have biased opinions on this topic, but do we think gaming is a good thing then? Yeah.
I was going to lead on to this anyway. I think esports and all of that kind of stuff is a good
thing. Esports, we haven't spoken about esports, but yeah.
I mean, it kind of links in with this, but like with esports and gaming as a whole on a competitive level or like just on a casual sort of thing, I think it helps people in a mental sort of place because, for example, with this whole Corona thing, without this again, like without this whole gaming stuff, we would have been screwed. Like all of us would have been dusted in. So for me, like, I would say gaming and esports and all of that kind of stuff on that competitive, whether it's sort of like a casual thing, I think it's very important to us. And that all these people were saying like, there was always this agenda back in the day where parents would always be like, oh, don't let your kids be playing too much on
your brain's gonna fry.
All that kind of nonsense. Of course, that is true, but there's a certain amount you can play. And you can socialize on gaming, and you can make friends from gaming, innit? It's not impossible. It does happen. It's very frequent, innit? So for me, like it does. It affects you, but it just depends on how much you play.
Yeah, 100%. I think another point as well is that the amount of like career opportunities that this gaming industry has made is through like,
and you get paid.
There's so many people, there's so much money in it, man.
Yeah.
Like there's so many, like if you lot just take like 2-minute Google search, just look at like the prize pots and stuff, like the $2 million like Fortnite cup, like stuff like that. It's like you wouldn't have thought of it before in it. Now people are making a bag like a proper just off playing a game in it, and it's mad because there's so many content creators and so much stuff.
That kid on FIFA, what's his name? That Holland guy. He was
the Dutch guy. Is it
Dutch Holland? Same. I don't know, but like
not Dutch. Sorry. Then I know you're talking about
Danish.
Anders. Yeah, his name's Anders Vijay. Yeah, he's like
that guy. He's like how 14, bro. 13, 14.
He didn't lose in like 440 games.
He's sponsored by who? Red Bull and all of that.
Yeah, Red Bull. Yeah.
But this guy's getting paid.
Yeah, at
14. At that age, if my kid wants to do that, say nothing. I'll sit back, drink all the Red Bull cans. I'll do anything.
That's not great for your heart, but
my son's getting paid. I want to be rich. Yeah, my own he's gonna be living somewhere rich. Like I don't care. I'll do it. Like fam, you get money. Parents need to like know that. I hope parents obviously our generation, when we go older and we have our own kids, we know that, innit? But like, fam, this sort of like agenda of like gaming is bad for you. It's not real, and obviously it's not real, but like it doesn't affect us like that. Obviously, if you play a lot, it will. But fam, we make friends. You can make friends out there. You can, make a life out.
I feel like it will make us sharper when we get old as well. Like the fact that we're training our minds like a lot more than just you would usually do as a normal person that doesn't play.
Yeah. Like, so the reaction time it takes, and like you'll see these like esports games and stuff, and like the way they'll just like the way they'll react to situations is so much like they'll just within a split second it's like that. Like, like there's a FIFA YouTuber called Harry Hesketh, isn't it? Formerly known as a hashtag. He talks about how like anyone can get to a really good level of FIFA, but it's about like your reaction time and like you're like, it's like these people have such a high IQ. Like they're all really smart. As much they might not sound smart, but they're all like geniuses because the way they think in each moment and the way they react is so like it requires such a high IQ to do such a thing in it. And it's not like it's basically coming to the fact that like it's gaming. Okay, of course, it's like one could say it's a waste of time, whatever, but it is in a way training your brain in it and kind of like keeping it active and like not just like it's better than sitting down and watching Netflix, isn't it? Like you're just sitting there like obviously you need that. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch Netflix, but it's in a way it's keeping you a bit more activated, a bit more stimulated, isn't it? It's better than just sitting there and just doing nothing. But
that was can't lie, I just pre the time. You know how long we've been going on for a while, but it's a good episode.
How long?
I like it. It's
oh wow.
But like I said, that's why like gaming for us is
very I can talk about you off the cuff and everything.
There's so many more things we can talk about. Obviously, I'm not gonna. Let's not go into any more detail on gaming. Like I think if you listen to what we've been talking about with gaming, just do not. If you have a passion, especially with like Warzone or FIFA and stuff like that, and if you're good at it, do it. Innit? Like just keep doing it. You at some point it will blow in it. So that's all I gotta say about gaming. I think gaming is hands down. It's saved me in it with this whole Corona lockdown thing. I'm gonna say again, it saved me. Like if not, I would be done out. I don't know what I would do. So
we on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
You're on that.
Speaking of TikTok, that was a sick transition. That was sick. I made a TikTok account.
I was kind of waiting for you to.
I'm a bit slow, fam. It's late.
We talk about reactions and that's what we
do. Speaking of TikTok, I made a TikTok account. I mentioned it in the last episode, but I have made a TikTok account. I made 2 videos. Have you seen the second one, Harish?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I like. So I made the 2 of them. I will post them, but it might already be out when this episode is out. If not, then like within the next week. Because I need to put another video in before. I'll explain it. But I made a TikTok account. If it's out already, go give it a follow. It's just I'll put it here, the image of it. Just go follow it. Hope you enjoy the videos from it, and I hope you enjoyed this video because this is a one quite close to our heart. Please remember to like, subscribe. Give us reviews on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and whatnot.
Start listing them. Go on.
Yeah, I can't be asked. You know the drill. Just give me a follow in it. I'm begging you. I hope you enjoyed it. Gaming is big to us. If you have a word to sum up gaming, like one word to sum up gaming, how would you sum it up? And we'll end it off there. So Kel, go first.
Oh, that's a bit
fun.
No. Am I letting you go with? Go on. That's it. Fun.
Stimulating.
I
took his word, didn't it? He was going to say that. I guess he didn't say it.
You got me there. I'm not actually sure. I was going to say beneficial, but beneficial just sounds a bit like I need a word that encompasses both like fun and benefits in it. But I was going to say like.
There you go, lads.
Nah.
That was bad.
That was a bad thing. That was a bad thing. I can't lie. That was a bad thing. At that point, you may as well just say.
What would I say? What's another way of saying bringing us all together?
Encompassing. Actually,
all right, there you go. No,
encompassing. Encompassing.
That's the way it means. I swear that's not what it means.
Encompassing is like taking all things into consideration. It's
bringing things together, but not
inclusive.
like
No, inclusive. No, what's the word? What's the word of something that takes everything in? Inclusive. No, it doesn't exclude people. Inclusive.
Inclusive. It's inclusive.
that is the word.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the word.
inclusive in it.
That's the word. So
Inclusive.
your word's inclusive, yeah?
Yeah, inclusive.
No.
It includes all people.
Oh,
Wait, that's
it's
my
his.
word. Hold on. That's my
That's
word.
his word.
I've
Yeah,
nabbed
yeah.
it, I've nabbed
I said
it,
bring it
I've
all
nabbed
Oh,
together.
it.
he's nabbed that. He's
I've nabbed that,
navigated
I've
Oh,
nabbed
that.
that.
Oh, I like
navigated.
that. I like
Say
that.
nine. Man said 40-second minute sub. Yo,
Sorry, it's fine because actually, can they see it?
Mane, he's declined.
Sadio
Mane.
Sadio Mane,
Sadio
the best
Mane.
player in the world.
There.
Yeah.
There's the word.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold.
My word is salvation. Let's go.
Well, how original, Agaash. Well done.
Thanks, man. But yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it. It's a long episode. I'm sorry, but
Was the next week filming is a bit techie, innit?
okay. On the birthday.
In a month, yeah, under the month birthday, innit? So I don't think I can film that day.
Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. I want to cut out. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, like, subscribe, and give me a follow. But yeah, thank you.